Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and today I'm going to be doing something I haven't done in a while, but I'm going to try and get back into this. No, I'm not going to be doing any of the slides or pictures or stuff like that today. It's just going to be a classic recording where you're just going to listen to my voice and I'll go along with the story. Now, I'm sorry I haven't been uploading a lot. I've just been lazy and still don't know much of how I'm going to go on with the stories I'm coming up with for stuff in Naruto. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. So anyways, we're gonna be doing what if Naruto and Sasuke swapped the dads. Now, I'm not gonna be doing any more parts. I'm just gonna put it all in. Put as many ideas into this as possible. And pretty much, this is just a one shot, okay? So I'll do as much as I can do. If there's any mistakes, then forgive me. And if there comes a time where you don't like something certain, I'll try to make a redo, like a reboot of it. With that out of the way, let's begin. So the beginning isn't that complicated. It's just Fugaku falling in love with Kushina and Minato falling in love with Mikoto. And this is gonna have a lot of different things. For instance, Itachi is born to Minato and Mikoto. Yes. Because I don't really want to do the Fugaku and Kushina. Sorry about that. So yeah, Naruto's gonna stay an only child and Sasuke will still have his brother. I decided not to make Itachi a full half Uzumaki, because he still has to have his Uchiha potential. And you'll see what. Anyways, everything goes differently. From the birth of Naruto, they still has to go to that secret place. And Obito would still attack, but this time, Fugaku and Minato would both be there. And in canon, Obito was barely able to handle, Minato. With him being tag teamed by both Minato and Fugaku, he's not gonna beat them. He would have to at least take a bit of the Nine Tails chakra to at least do something. But then again, he's facing off against Fugaku, who has that weird nickname. Name it in the comments below. Sorry. But anyways, he gets defeated and is almost captured, but he manages to escape. Anyways, so pretty much Nine Tails is loose, but this time Hiruzen manages to get over there and use the Reaper Death Seal to seal half of the Nine Tails into Kushina to stay alive, and into Naruto for the request, as they know that one day he'll be able to control it. Now in this time, Naruto gets the yin half because I don't really want him to embrace the curse of hatred. Anyways, yeah, both of the parents stay alive because I don't really feel like killing them off. Anyways, we skip to a time skip when they're at least 12. Their parents have been teaching them a lot of things, and they're both very popular, pretty much equal, if you may. For Sasuke and Itachi, they've learned a lot of things. Especially Itachi, since he was as intelligent. He was pretty intelligent for his age. Imagine him with, Minato being his father. So yeah, he still has that potential, and the Uchiha does not get killed off. And Shisui is still alive. But not for long. Wait, what? Just kidding. Anyways, yeah. So both Sasuke and Itachi both train hard and have pretty good potential, almost as good as Minato because of their Sharingan. Yeah. They both pretty much master the base Sharingan. And Itachi still awakens his Mangekyo for different reasons this time. And yeah, Minato ends up teaching both of them the Flying Raijin, the Rasengan, and is thinking about teaching them Sage Mode, but he'll wait until they have perfect chakra control to learn Sage Mode. Anyways, moving on to Naruto. What's Naruto doing? Well, he learns like sealing jutsus and the adamantine chains from Kushina. And since he has the friendly part of Kurama, he masters his power. It takes Kushina a bit longer, but with their hot-headed natures, it pretty much is almost impossible. It would have to take at least Fugaku or Naruto to use their Sharingan to take control of it, but Kushina decides to do it on her own terms. Like, get control of it on her own terms. Anyways, as for Naruto's Sharingan, with his enhanced chakra pool, he pretty much masters the base Sharingan, like all three Tomoe. And he doesn't really use it on Kurama because it's the yin half. He doesn't need to use it. They become good friends and pretty much that. So yeah, they're pretty popular in the academy. They pretty much master everything, and they had the chance to like graduate early, but they decided not to, mainly because they want to at least see it through, the whole thing, and get as much knowledge as possible, and at least graduate with their classmates. This time, Sakura is kind of just doesn't know what to do with her love life. Like, this time, since Naruto's popular, she has to at least have equal emotions to both Naruto and Sasuke. She doesn't know which one to choose, but she tries to get both of their attention, at least one of them, but they sometimes just ignore her. And yeah. So they all graduate. Naruto actually does learn the shadow clones to the request of his parents because they noticed that the Uzumaki chakra pool is very much compatible with the shadow clones. And he had a harder time creating the basic clone jutsu. So yeah, Naruto has very good chakra control. So yeah. Anyways, moving on. So they get picked up by Kakashi, who is their new Jonin sensei. And now a little bit changes, but I'm not gonna state what they say. The bell test, yeah. So anyways, Naruto and Sasuke are pretty good friends and have pretty good teamwork, but they tend to leave Sakura behind on all of it. And when they couldn't beat Kakashi, who was stronger in this AU, because why not? Anyways, let's see here. Yeah. So they decide to, at least, since they begrudgingly just didn't want to be involved with Sakura, they just decide to work with her. And so they do their missions, the weak ass missions, And then here comes the bridge building mission. The Land of Waves, I think it was called. So anyways, they deal with the Demon Brothers really easy. Because, come on. They're pretty weak. Anyways, on to the battle with Zabuza. So Kakashi gets stuck in the bubble. Same. And Naruto and Sasuke have to rush in. They use their Sharingan to at least catch Zabuza off guard a few times. And they use their jutsus. Sasuke using his Flying Raijin and Rasengan. Naruto using his fire styles and adamantine chains. Anyways, moving on. Haku decides to take in Zabuza very quickly. And so with that, they move on. They get to the just a week later. I don't feel like I'm trying to blitz through this, okay? So anyways, the rematch. So yeah, Zabuza has to put up a good fight with Kakashi, and Naruto and Sasuke have to fight Haku. This time, Sakura, being annoying, jumps into the mirrors and trying to help out, but her dumbass self just pretty much gets stabbed by all the needles. They were supposed to paralyze him, but I'm gonna say that they actually almost kill her. And that gets Naruto upset. Both Naruto and Sasuke upset. Because they think she's dead, they awaken their Mangekyo Sharingan this time. Because I don't want to have to make them wait until they're teenagers to awaken it. So anyways, that happens. And yeah, Naruto also activates Nine-Tails chakra. Yeah, KCM mode. And utterly destroys Haku. But doesn't kill him, okay? Anyway, Zabuza does actually die. But Haku's not there to stop him. Anyways, Gato's men arrive and they are pretty much stomped. Haku decides to gain new hope and take Zabuza's sword and is actually going to go with Team 7 to train hard enough so he could take back like Kirigakure and become the new what was it called? Mizukage. Yeah. So he has to train at the leaf for it to get at the strength where he can become the new Mizukage and end the blood mist policy. It's on to the tuning exams. Oh, also, I want to note that after awakening their Mangekyo, they decide to gain the eternal Mangekyo by trading eyes. Now, you're going to wonder, who is he going to trade eyes with? Naruto's going to trade eyes with his father because I'm pretty sure Itachi meant that a blood relative has to be trading eyes. I think he said preferably a sibling because there weren't any Uchiha left, and Obito probably took all the eyes. That's probably why. So anyways, Naruto trades his eyes with Fugaku, and Sasuke and Itachi trade their eyes. Anyways, the tuning exams, and because they thought of Sakura as dead, a new teammate has to get in there. I don't really feel like writing in a new person, so Sai is just gonna have to be the substitute. Anyways, they move on, and everything goes as in canon, but with Sai there, And pretty much Naruto wants to go take a leak. So he goes, and then he comes back, which is not the real one. Sasuke asks the password, and pretty much still ends up knowing that it's fake. Orochimaru comes in, but knows that Naruto cannot be marked, so he has to choose, like, Sasuke. And if you're wondering why Sasuke if the Uchiha are not dead, I'm gonna say that he wants, like, an Uchiha with the highest potential. He could have gone after Itachi, but if he couldn't even take his body in canon, then he's definitely not gonna do it here. Even though Sasuke's potential is higher, he still gets a bit scared and paralyzed enough to get branded with the curse mark. And this time, I'm gonna say that Orochimaru forcibly shoves down some medicine down Sasuke's throat so that he can awaken the second stage. Because I don't really feel like writing a story where he doesn't get the full power. So anyways, Naruto, like, pretty much puts up a good fight against Orochimaru, but he seals the Nine Tails chakra. And they're pretty much knocked out for a while, but they wake up earlier than in canon. And they get jumped by the sound ninjas. But this time, they're a bit of a joke. Sasuke still activates his curse mark for some reason. Now I'm gonna say the sound ninja are stronger and they have the weakest form. Like, the weakest curse marks that they can humanly have. And this causes Sasuke to awaken his, and Naruto to use a little bit of his Nine Tails chakra. Okay, now what's next? Oh yeah, so the rounds goes in canon. Naruto mops the floor with Kiba, and Sasuke's battles go easier. Actually, they don't go easier. I mean, I think they do. Yeah, they should, because he has better taijutsu, and he's a bit smarter in combat. So anyways, he still wins his fight, but a bit easier. He has a seal, like, sealed up. And pretty much that's it. So anyways, during the 1 month training, Minato introduces Itachi and Sasuke to Jiraiya, who teaches him the summoning jutsu and sage mode. And if you're wondering, isn't that too early? But I'm gonna do it anyways. So they master sage mode. And yeah, they pretty much remove the influence of Orochimaru in the curse mark, because they still feel like it could be useful. Anyways, moving on to the last rounds. Naruto pretty much beats Neji. It's not even a joke. And this time Neji isn't so sore about it. I mean, Minato pretty much threatens Kumogakure, and they're forced to sign the peace treaty. This time, his dad is not dead, and yeah, Neji's dad isn't dead, and he doesn't hold a grudge. And this time, he's much more softer with Hinata, being patient and teaching her the gentle fist in a pace where she'll slowly be able to catch up. And by the way, for love interest, I'm just gonna say that Naruto is still gonna be with Hinata, cause why not? I'll think about Sasuke though. Anyways, Sasuke pretty much almost defeats Gaara, but he transforms, and this time, it's not just Suna that's gonna be in the battles, like, be in the invades. I'm wondering which village could. You know what? Kumo is gonna be in there. The Kumo Gakure village. Yes, so they pretty much have to face off against Orochimaru and the Raikage. Because he still holds a grudge. Oh, sorry. Anyways, so this battle is insane. But it does give a bit of advantages. I mean, they still have like their Jinchurikis, but Minato is stronger Itachi and Fugaku. Yeah, all these legendary figures are pretty much gonna beat the shit out of them. And Orochimaru has to master like Ito Tensei to at least almost get the Ito Tenseis to full power, but they can only go so far as to equal the power of Minato. So anyways, Spanner's go insane, and Naruto has to pretty much use his Susanoo mixed with Kurama to at least put up a decent fight against all the, or at least beat all the ninjas and the Jinchuriki. Now I'm pretty sure that half of Kurama's power should at least defeat them all, but I don't think so. Especially, I think Kurama with Susanoo, yeah, I think he should put up a great fight and defeat all the Jinchuriki. And Minato and the rest, like Fugaku and Itachi, managed to defeat the Raikage and almost seal Orochimaru, but he escapes like he always does. Because I'm not about to like write out his story yet. So anyways, I know there's no reason to have the Tsunade retrieval mission, so I'm just gonna say this. Minato managed to convince and help out Tsunade mentally, and so she stays in the village and has a relationship with Jiraiya. So anyways, Tsunade's just there to heal everyone and heal like Rock Lee, so it's not totally useless. Cause because of that, Orochimaru has to at least look for something else, Orochimaru is forced to put all of his focus into finding a cure for Kimimaro. And it'll take him a year, at least a year, but he'll successfully do it and steal Kimimaru's body. And I'm pretty sure this should make him at least a bit stronger. Since there are more Uchihas, there are plenty of opportunities to get his hands on some eyes, so he pretty much transplants he gets a good pair, at least a decent pair of strong Sharingan, and finds a way to like seal them, like turn them off. Yeah, because of sealing jutsus and stuff. I'm pretty sure that Orochimaru would think of that at this point. And I'm pretty sure they would do it for Kakashi too, but anyways, in order to handle the strain of Sharingan, I'm gonna say that he discovers the Hashirama cells a bit early and transplant them into Kimimaru's body. And this time fuses his soul and everything into Kimimaru's body. Not only does he have wood release, but he also has a Sharingan. which doesn't bother him in the least because of the Hashirama cells. Anyways, for the time skip, Naruto pretty much trains on his Uchiha abilities and Uzumaki abilities. And what else? Just masters KCM a bit more. And I don't know what to teach Naruto because I don't want him to learn the original things because he's not the original. I'm gonna say he just masters his Mangekyo Sharingan. He learns a few more sealing jutsus and yeah. For Sasuke and Itachi, they master Sage Mode. And they learn the Rasen Sharingan because I'm pretty sure Sage Mode can handle it. If not, then maybe they can learn how to coat their body in a miniature like Susanoo armor. That'll do it. So anyways, the Akatsuki have to take more precautions, and Orochimaru is back in the Akatsuki. This time he has a few more powerful jutsus, and this forces the Akatsuki to train harder and boost their powers so they can catch Tail Beast easily. Anyways, so the time skip happens. Naruto and Sasuke come back stronger. Sasuke never abandons the village because you know why. Anyways, the Kazekage Rescue mission. I'm gonna say Gaara still has the redemption because people still knew that Naruto was the Nine-Tails Cherokee. Although there were a few who didn't see him as himself, there were most of them who just accepted him. Anyways, to a reformed Gaara. Yeah. So all of Team 7, including Sai, who this time... Yeah. This time Sai learns like medical ninjutsu and the 100 healings, which will help him with his paint and to not be so useless. Anyways, moving on. Let's see. They have to go and rescue Gaara. They have to beat like Deidara and Sasori. Oh, and for Kankuro, Sai pretty much heals the poison. Because he has experience with poisons because of being in the Anbu. And Minato is still the Hokage because you know why. Anyways, let's see. They defeat Deidara and Sasori very easily. Sasuke still has like the flying Raijin. He could just teleport over there, like throw his kunai, teleport to Deidara and just kill him. Especially Sasori. And with their Sharingan, they should be able to track down his heart. And with Kakashi bedridden again, it makes a faster recovery. So, yeah. So he pretty much chosen for like... Wait, there is no bridge. Shit. Okay, so, yeah, that happens. Anyways, and there's no need for the Itachi and Sasuke fight because Itachi's not part of the Akatsuki. So they pretty much have to defeat like Hidan and Kakazu, which is easy. Sasuke just uses his Rasen Sharingan on like Kakazu, and Naruto just shreds him to pieces, like not letting him touch any part of him with any blood. And yeah, chops his head off. And is fast enough to make sure that Asuma stays alive. So yeah. As for Kisame, he had to train like nothing. Training harder to at least be 2 times stronger than his original counterpart. And with that, Kisame has to at least team up with has to find like a different partner, like Jozu. I don't know how strong like I can't remember the name of like Itachi's old partner. I think it was Jozu, but we're just gonna say yeah, that guy that yeah. Dang it. I should have at least read up on who Itachi's partner was originally. I think it was Jozu. But anyways, yeah. You pretty much had to tag team and right off the bat, like, they sneak attack like Naruto and Sasuke. Like, quickly, Kisame forces, like, Samehada to extract as much chakra from them as possible to fill him up and transform really quickly, because he's not messing around, okay? He is not messing the F around. And neither is Jozu. So they pretty much have to fight like their life depends on it. Naruto enters his KCM form in KCM 2 form, because he's not messing around either. Neither is Sasuke. He goes into Sage mode and activates the curse mark. They are locked in. Also, I'm going to say that Naruto learns Chidori. So anyways, this is an epic fight. And pretty much they have to fight like nothing. Like nobody's business. Like, if you've seen like the fight with if you've seen like Kisame's fight, just make it like double, because Kisame's 2 times stronger in here. I haven't seen much of Jozu, so yeah, we're just gonna say he at least trains with Kisame to be on the same level. So yeah, Kisame keeps eating the chakra, and Jozu's doing his best, and they're putting up a good fight, but in the end, they are defeated by, like, Naruto and Sasuke. But before they die, Samehada manages to extract, like, as much Nine-Tails chakra as possible, and manages to make a run for it. And oh yeah, the Kage summit say that Obito still has to do his thing, especially Orochimaru. They are pretty much the last opponents, so I don't feel like going much on it. So let's skip to Obito declaring war for the 4th Great Shinobi War. Obito has to make sure that he trains even harder. Oh wait, no, the pain thing. No, actually, I'm actually gonna push this back, because Obito's gonna be smart and make sure that Nagato becomes stronger too. So I'm gonna say that before, like in the middle of the time skip, Obito advises Nagato to get a cure. So he has to, like Orochimaru, to make a cure while he was curing Kimimaro. And so it's easy for him, and he cures, like, Nagato's disease. He pulls the chakra rods and absorbs all the paths of pain to make him extra strong, and injects him with Hashirama cells to handle the Rinnegan better. And also learns a few wood style techniques. And there's a mysterious person, but I'm gonna say it later. With that out of the way, let's continue. So this time there is no pain battle because they're not there and it's not gonna happen. So anyways, Kabuto pretty much uses the Edo Tensei, and Madara is brought back, but he almost mops the floor with all the Kage, since Haku is there to be the Mizukage, but he almost beats them all. I mean, Minato does manage to put up a decent fight, but either way, he just can't beat like an Edo Tensei, because Edo Tenseis can't die because they're already dead. Anyways, moving on to the end of the fight. So anyways, it's Obito, Nagato, and Orochimaru and a mysterious person to the last fight. So they fight every shinobi, like all of them. Even Naruto has to tap into KCM 2, and Sasuke has to tap into his curse mark and sage mode. Itachi's there too, and so is Shisui. Yeah, I might as well. You know what? I'm not gonna include Shisui because it'll be boring if he just uses Kodo Matsukami on him and the war ends. So I'm gonna say that Shisui decides to stay back to protect everyone. And it's up to Minato and Naruto, Sasuke, Itachi, and the rest of them. And then they find out a shock of their life. The mysterious person I was talking about, it was Sakura. As when she was on the verge of death, Obito manages to obtain her body and sees a bit of him in her, seeing as he remembers how he almost died. So he decides to manipulate Sakura and make sure she turns to the dark side, gives her Hashirama cells a pair of Sharingan, and trains her like nobody's business. And he also has Orochimaru to give her a curse mark, because why not? So, thanks to all this, Sakura is pretty strong and evil, because she feels neglected and betrayed. So now it's Orochimaru, Sakura, Obito, and Nagato, and a newly revived Madara to fight. And they are almost defeated, as Sakura is pretty heartbroken and is placed under Genjutsu to make sure that she doesn't turn back into the good side, because they are not messing around. It's hard for Naruto and Sasuke to have to fight their old friend, their old comrade, but they have to focus. Anyways, Naruto taps into KCM 2, and Itachi and Sasuke manage to coat their whole bodies in Susanoo armor. Minato activates his Sage Mode too, and it is a fight of their life, like really. Anyways, they manage to Orochimaru does his best with his bone Kekkei and wood release, but they would all burn to like Amaterasu, hard hits with Rasengan, not being able to keep up with the flying Raijin, and just in case they use the infinite darkness Genjutsu, because that would be a thing, since they suspect that Orochimaru would have a Sharingan. So they use this, and Orochimaru is being flailed around. Even though his bones are being broken, they're gonna make sure that Orochimaru cannot come back. So Itachi uses as much power as he can to seal him away in his Totsuka blade, and successfully does it. Now with Sakura, they managed to put and like knock her out and use the talk no jutsu on her, but she's too weak to help out, so she turns back to the good side, and now it's just Obito, Madara, and Nagato. Now Nagato is pretty strong, but Minato with his flying Raijin and Sage Mode and just strategic mind is able to catch him off guard, including Naruto with his Chidori slashing through him, and with his Sharingan. I'm not gonna say his Mangekyo ability. You guys can make it up. But anyways, knowing that this is not going according to plan, Madara steals the Rinnegan from Nagato and absorbs his body to have more chakra and be stronger. And he awakens the Geto statue thanks to the chakra that Samehada pretty much used. And Obito, feeling betrayed, now is going to use Samehada to fight, because he wanted to be the Ten Tails Jinchuriki. But now Madara is up there and he fights him. Like, he almost kills like everyone. Naruto and Sasuke ended up going unconscious for a while. Oh wait, I forgot about Kushina. So I'm gonna say that Naruto gets his tailed beast extracted, but this time, not wanting his son to be dead, Kushina transfers over her part of the Nine Tails and manages to save both Naruto and Sasuke. They awaken with new power from Hagoromo, and they both awaken with one Rinnegan. One Rinnegan with their Tomoes. And Naruto awakens 6 past... No, actually that's Sasuke awakens 6 past Sage Mode. But it's a bit of a velvet color because of the curse mark and like Sage Mode. Naruto just awakens his Rinnegan and has a boosted power. I think he should get 6 past Sage Mode. I'm just gonna do it anyways. The fight is now even better. Also Naruto manages to save Kushina with his Yin Yang release. So yeah, they managed to put up a good fight with. They actually pretty much almost stomp Madara, but then Zetsu comes in at the last moment and betrays Madara and awakens Kaguya, who is a bit stronger, but not enough to totally trash him. So it's up to Minato, Naruto, Sasuke, and Itachi to seal away Kaguya. I don't know how many times I've said those names. But anyways, it goes as in the original. And Obito has to fight like Kakashi. But this time they talk no jutsu and Obito hands over his Sharingan to Kakashi this time. Not temporarily, permanent. And he gives some of his Hashirama cells to Kakashi to handle the power. And he manages to steal enough Ten Tails chakra to give Kakashi enough of it to not go blind from it. And he helps him with the battle. Now the battle should have been animated, but it's not gonna happen. So you picture how much of the battle you think it is, because it would be insane. In the end, they managed to seal Kaguya away, and there is no final battle because Naruto and Sasuke are not enemies. So in the end, I managed to like slightly bend the what would happen in this scenario, but I think it would turn out well if I put it into a Gacha series. So anyways, with the Toneri incident, I don't think like Toneri could do much. I don't really feel like giving him any more power-ups, because it's pretty much onto Boruto is not much interesting. They would still beat the Otsutsuki, and Kurama would not die. And yeah, unless Boruto has much more interesting stories, this is it. This is where I'm gonna leave the one shot off. And yeah, so pretty much this is all like, yeah, the story is just ending right here, right now. I hope you enjoyed it, and leave a comments below what kind of what if you would like to see like this, and definitely like and subscribe. Turn on notification bells if you want. Anyways, hope you have a good night or a good day or whatever it is for you. I'll see you later.